So, you guys just got done sharing your analyzed data, right?
Yes, we did.
Come on. So let's go over part 4 then, which is on page 31. So kind of bringing all of the ideas together and getting a better look at what is actually causing the wildebeest to migrate. So question number 1 for us there. What patterns, if any, could be used as evidence to support an explanation for wildebeest migration? Which ones show us a really good explanation for that? Or could give us an explanation?
Migration.
What?
Migration.
That's what we're trying to figure out why they're migrating. So of the data that you guys just analyzed, the months, the anthrax, the living, the dead, the nutritional health, okay, which one of them gave us a pattern that we could see that would give a reason why wildebeest would migrate? Okay, so the resources, so looking at the nutritional health, right? So looking at the health of the wildebeest and seeing what they are eating. Are they getting the nutrition they need? Are they getting sick? Are they getting diseased? Okay, so patterns there that we could see that would help us to come up with an explanation for migration. What else? Anything else? Okay, were there any lack of patterns in any of the data that you guys looked at? So no, like, there was no anthrax and then all of a sudden there was anthrax?
Wait, what does it come from? Does it come from a plant or like a dead animal? Does he would say, what does it actually come from?
How do they get it?
Like, do they get it from eating like a bad plant?
That's a good question. Come on. wildebeest get anthrax by ingesting or inhaling Bacillus anthracis spores found in soil, contaminated plants, or water, often in zoetic areas of Africa like Tosha and Kruger National Park. Transmission is primarily indirect, with bacteria adhering to plant roots, which herbivores then consume, or through contaminated water sources. Outbreaks are linked to environmental factors such as rainfall, hot temperatures that promote spore survival, and concentration in specific areas, luring animals to these contaminated sites.
Theory.
So I would say like wherever they're at in the summertime when they get anthrax, it must be eating.
So they get anthrax at a specific time of year, which is what it's showing.
July.
Okay. So that could be one of the reasons for some migration, possibly. But why would they keep migrating to that area if a large amount of them die from anthrax?
They probably know that.
Because they're not that smart. Maybe. So, number 2, what absence of patterns can be used to help remove one or more of the possible explanations for wildebeest migration? Anything that we can kind of rule out as a reason why they would not? Maybe looking at the living versus the dead is not necessarily gonna tell us what we need to know about migration. Question number 3. Population of migrating wildebeests is quite large. Which of the factors that you investigated are likely to support or limit the size of the population? What things could limit the size of the population? Food supply would definitely be a limiting factor. Predators could be a limiting factor.
Number 2, could we put predators?
Did you really get a lot of information on the predators?
They attack them.
So, I don't know if we can, I don't know if we can rule that one out yet. Anything else? That could be a limiting factor, limit the size of it, or something that would likely support it growing larger. So of those factors listed in number 3, are those factors likely to be more important at different times of the year or in different locations? So different locations maybe have better food supply for them, might have fewer predators in them. Kind of found that only certain spots had the anthrax contamination in them. Anything else that we need to add to that? So we had the chance to organize and look for meaningful patterns using the data on wildebeest data cards. Patterns we observed may be used to help us construct an explanation about why the wildebeest migrate. When scientists figure something out, they do not keep it to themselves. Scientists share their findings to help advance scientific learning and knowledge. Other scientists see their work and can learn, challenge, and or add to it. So how should we communicate from our data? What should we communicate? If we had to share this information we just found with somebody else in this school or at another school.
Tell them why they're migrating.
Okay, so what data should we include?
The months and where they're at.
Okay,
in that month.
so should share the actual migration pattern with them, right? Okay, where they are at during different months would be a good thing to communicate. What else?
The population.
What about the population?
I don't know.
What else could we put on a, like if we were making a poster? Migration pattern, and what else? What is affecting that migration pattern? Predators. What? Resources. And disease. Those are the main things we talked about, right? Okay, so now with your group of 3 that you have, you are going to use that piece of paper and create a poster basically that is saying or showing that data of why they are migrating. Okay, you're creating an infographic for this. All right.
Well, I think if we would record reason for migrating.